I think we're doing a little bit better now. So, hey everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net and shareholder in Helios of Matheson. And never count a company out. Just never count them out. You just do not know when they might potentially bounce back, and we might be seeing a rebirth of MoviePass. You never know. Now, just to kind of let everyone know up front, for those of you who are watching this video, this is a live stream. So that means the questions might meander, we might not get to the point as fast, but the TLDR version is in the first 10-15 minutes, although this might be a little bit longer because a lot of people have a lot of questions about this new 3 movie a month plan. In fact, I even tried to do this live stream earlier, but due to technical difficulties, it was just awful, so I canceled it and I stopped. So we're going to try this again. But this could be potentially long, potentially full of some useful information, hopefully. I don't work for MoviePass and I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to try to interpret the email and answer as many of the questions as possible. So we'll start by reading the actual email, which everyone got. And here's what it says. Dear MoviePass member, on August 15th, 2018, we will hit the 1-year anniversary of MoviePass's revolutionary price point of $9.95 a month. No kidding. We've experienced tremendous growth, and we know that at times the frequent changes to our service have been frustrating to you. You think? But through it all, one thing is clear. We've gotten people excited about going to the movies again. That is true. Over the last year, we have tried different things and we've discovered what our members love about our service. The low price point and the ability to go to more than 91% of the theaters nationwide. They are conveniently leaving out that people also like seeing like a movie a day potentially, but you know what? For what's going on, they're just going to have to, I guess, dodge that one. We've also learned that people don't like but a service. Features including peak pricing and ticket verification. So now, with almost a full year of learnings under our belt, we're introducing a new pricing plan that retains the features you love the most and removes the ones you don't. Most importantly, this new plan will ensure that we can run a sustainable business and continue providing you with an amazing deal to go see movies in theaters. So here are the details. Under the new plan, MoviePass members will be able to see up to 3 standard movies a month for $9.95 and be given up to a $5 discount on any additional movie tickets purchased. Now, this is kind of the main reason I wanted to make this live stream, because I made a huge screw up in my reporting video, so much so that I pinned someone correcting me, and rightfully so, in the comments. But I originally said that you could see like 3 movies a month, and then you'd pay $5 for each additional movie, which would be a great deal. Apparently, I'm a little off on that. Apparently, it's up to $5 discount, which means it's probably rarely going to be a $5 discount. It'll probably be $2 or $3, something like that. But you know, it's still discounts on movie tickets, so you know, that's not a bad deal, especially if that 4th movie ticket is used on, say, Discount Tuesday. That movie will probably cost you $2. It's like a cheap theater thing. In fact, I anticipate personally a lot of $5 movie theaters on Tuesdays getting a lot more MoviePass people in on the last week of the month. Personal suspicion, of course. Who knows? Today, 85% of MoviePass members go to 3 movies or less per month, so these changes cater to the majority of our movie-going community. It also helps stop the bleeding of the cash, but, you know, again, this is a press release. They're being more transparent than they usually are. So the new plan will include any major studio first-run films. However, there will be some exceptions. Note that theaters with e-ticketing will include all movies and showtimes with no restrictions. So, and this is where John Campy, who made actually kind of a nice MoviePass video today for once, had an issue with. He said MoviePass could no longer do that. They had to commit to, you know, not seeing the movie for the first week or 2, or, you know, whatever. So this is still a little wishy-washy, but I think they can still be super transparent about this. For the most part, I would assume the movie's not going to be blocked out. But MoviePass should, if they know they are not going to show this movie for the first week, they should send the members an email saying, this is one of those special occasions. You're going to have to wait a couple weeks to see the movie. So that's so that one could still be problematic, but easily fixed. We will be suspending peak pricing and ticket verification requirements for all member in the new plan described above. Now, the ticket verification is essentially useless if you're only going to be allowed to see this 3 times a month because you're going to probably use them for movies. And if you don't, well, okay. But peak pricing, that's interesting. I was personally suspecting that they would keep the peak pricing, but maybe if you wanted to avoid peak pricing, then you would pay the $15 a month. And it would basically be like you're paying $5 to avoid paying $5 down the road, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so that's okay. Okay, fine. I'm sure a lot of people are happy about that. Over the coming days, MoviePass members with a monthly subscription renewing on or after August 15th will be given the option to the MoviePass app to transform to new plan. Quarterly and annual subscribers will not be impacted until the renewal date. Now, this is probably the most important one because a lot of people had like some real big questions like, well, what if I already renewed? This is turned into 3 movies now? Here's what I believe it's going to be. Starting August 15th, on that day and beyond, you will have the option to go to the new bill or to cancel your subscription. That's what I believe it's going to be. Now, what does this mean, like, say, if you renew on August 14th? I think, will still technically have the unlimited option. However, you will probably have that whack-a-mole thing going on where, like, the showtimes can go down and stuff. Only until your new billing cycle and you agree to this new service will the showtimes be stable. This also buys MoviePass a little bit of time because, let's face it, they burn through a lot less cash when the showtimes are that unstable. So that's what I think that means, personally. I could be wrong, but that's what I think that means. So that's important. If you've renewed it, I'm sorry, you might have to deal with the shaky service for another month. But by the time you renew, what they're basically saying at this point, that I believe, is that when you renew, the showtimes will be stable and you won't have to worry about it anymore. That's what I believe. They're still giving themselves some leg room to really figure this out. The truth is, disruption and innovation requires staying flexible and having an open mind. We genuinely strive to offer you a service that is a great deal, and we believe that the new price plan we're introducing will be attractive to the majority of our members. It's been an exciting journey so far, and MoviePass is here to stay. Your endless support, understanding, and enthusiasm are greatly appreciated. Mitch Lowe. And by the way, if you want to understand just how much it's appreciated, at least from an investor standpoint, let's go over here real quick. He leaves this in stock. I had this up a second ago. So look at this. See this little spike right here? That was when news hit about the spread, the new price plan. The investors came back in full for it. Now, granted, they kind of tampered off a little bit again, as you can see, but this is where it started, 7 cents. It closed at 8, and it's gone up to 9. So for the first time in a couple weeks, we're actually seeing some growth. So the investors actually seem to be a little okay with this, which is key. Because as Seek Alpha was writing an article this morning. Someone's calling. Who's calling? Dad, I'll call you back later. Sorry, folks. Sorry, I hope that didn't interrupt the live stream. So anyway, I lost my train of focus. Well, anyway, investors are important to this because you have companies that actually lose a lot of money. Amazon does not make money. Netflix makes money but burns a lot of cash. Uber does not make any money. There are so many companies, and I'm having a bad hair day, so forgive the feminine comb, and the reason they can burn through this cash is the investors basically give them the money. When you're selling off the stock at that, you're basically not giving the company any money. So had they been able to maybe convince the subscribers that this was going to work out, then the stock could have gone up. Maybe we never had to go to a limited plan in the first place. But they weren't able to convince them, and they ran out of money, so that's why we're here now. Just to clear up a little bit of confusion, there is no debt. MoviePass has no debt. That's why an acquisition is still not off the table. because with, again, this reaction where the investors are showing a little bit more confidence, if they can keep that confidence going, an acquisition might still be on the table. So who knows? Now I'm going to start answering some questions. Let's see here. David Lansenman, much better quality. Okay, good, because I tried to do this live stream a little earlier. Didn't quite work. Brent Pham says, we don't like changes to the service midway through the billing period. They obviously left that out. Yeah, and again, as I pointed out, I think it's also to keep the whack-a-mole, as I called it, because, it's like, oh, are you going to actually get the mole method on the plants for a little while longer so that they can save some cash? So I think they're basically taking a month to regroup and buy as few tickets as possible. But August 15th, that's when they're going to start reintroducing the service the way we know it, and the way we knew it, except without the movie a day. High Roller Scratcher said, hi, what's going to happen $7.99 a month plan since they still offer 3 times a month? Oh, that's gone. That's totally gone. You're not going to see that anymore. It's going to be $9.95 for 3 movies a month, obviously. Brent Pham says, I signed up for an annual plan, so I didn't have to have an open mind. And by the way, it should be noted, annual pass holders. I've been going to Disneyland too often. But the people who bought the annual pass might still technically have the unlimited option, as far as I know. I think they are still get to see more or less the movie a day, more or less. I don't know what they're going to completely do about that. It has to go to 3. Oh well, so be it. I'm on the annual. Katie is not on the annual. So for all those people who are always telling me, like, well, peak pricing doesn't affect you, well, actually, it kind of did, because it was peak pricing for her. We had to debate whether or not she wanted to pay that extra money. So I don't know how it's going to work with the annual. Although someone has actually, David Landsman did send me this email. So let's go to Facebook real quick. Let's actually do the updated terms of service, because this is the updated FAQ. And it says, let's see here. Will new release movies be supported? The new plan will include many major studio first-run films. However, there will be some exceptions. Note that theaters with e-ticketing will include all movies and showtimes with no restrictions. Okay. Will all showtimes be available? We will continue to add additional inventory as our users migrate their plans. Inventory may continue to be limited for a short period. So that actually, yeah, that pretty much confirms my suspicion that if your plan renewed today, you're going to have limited availability for another 30 days, I'm sorry to say. So let's see here. So thank you, David, for sharing that with me so that I could share that with all of you guys. So Classic 1931, are they going to sell the company? I know there is a company that is interested in buying them, but it was turned away, probably because one of the things in preparation for the buying is that the buyers wanted to shake up the management, and it's pretty clear Ted Farnsworth and Mitch Lowe would like to keep their jobs. We all would, so they turned that offer down. Now then, because even though they turned it down doesn't mean it's over. That company might very well attempt a hostile takeover, and the stock is cheap enough that most companies could probably do it. So we will just have to see. But MoviePass will not willingly sell, I believe, unless their couple people got to keep their jobs, which I do think that would be an obstacle. I think most companies, from what I gather, would be okay with Mitch Lowe, but they don't want Ted Farnsworth. He's the main player, so there you go. Let's see here. Low Roller Scratch said, MoviePass should offer unlimited playing with their partner movie theaters only for $10 a month. What do you think? Well, here's what I think. I think the partnered theaters are going to be their weapon in all of this, because their ultimate goal is to have partnered theaters and stuff like that. So I believe what's going to happen. Boy, I wish I should get a haircut. This hair is actually really bothering me right now. I don't know why. But I think the partnered theaters are going to have more perks. I think the partnered theaters, they might get an extra movie here and there. If the studio sponsors a movie to be advertised to MoviePass, maybe that movie does not count towards one of the three. And I think MoviePass will eventually start adding, like maybe the partnered theaters, you can have up to 8 movies, or that can be unlimited. And they can really push so that the subscribers, if the partnered theater is willing to cut them in on the concessions and the kickbacks on the tickets, then it's unlimited. And that would definitely encourage people to go to those theaters more than the ones where they're limited. So who knows? That could return, but right now they're in recovery mode. But I think the partnered theaters are going to be very important in the near future. Hey Andrew, how you doing? Low Roller Coaster said, Kevin, you should test if you can watch unlimited movies if you have annual plan this month on MoviePass. Well, my annual plan expires in December, so I've actually got a couple months. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Because as someone who really wants MoviePass to survive, I don't mind using my AMC card to do the bleeding. Plus, that's where I want to see 3D and IMAX movies anyway. So I've been using my MoviePass a lot less because AMC just made so I didn't have to use it nearly as much. But it would be an interesting experiment. So I will think about that. Andrew said, this is just so sad. I would probably pay $15 for unlimited movies. Well, and I'm sure a lot of people would pay $15 for unlimited movies. They say they wouldn't, but they probably would. But the thing is, the unlimited movies has to be scrapped right now. Especially since it's such common knowledge on how to use it. They just need to slow down. In fact, what's really funny is there was actually a story that there was a buffet in China that opened their doors. And I'm getting it's hard to hold the phone up sometimes. A buffet opened in China, I think last week. Buffet style, the thing. But the place that they opened it at was actually fairly poor neighborhood. So what they found was people would pay money and they went in and they not only gorged themselves, but they actually handed food out to family members. And it went out of business in one day. And if I can find that article, I will link to it below. That was a fascinating article. But I'm thinking the unlimited thing is going to become more and more rare the more and more people take advantage of it. I mean, people want to say, well, you can't blame the consumers for taking advantage of something they gave you. And the answer is, well, yeah, you can blame the consumers. In fact, this isn't even the first time it's happened. I've been around long enough to remember when broadband and DSL and stuff first came on the internet. And they would have tiered plans, and they'd have the unlimited plan. And the unlimited plan was actually not too expensive. And a lot of us paid for the unlimited plan, even though most sensible people would not use that much bandwidth. Well, unfortunately, there was 25% of people who use so much bandwidth they were known as internet hogs. And a lot of cable companies discontinued the unlimited data services at that point, and they never really brought them back because of those people. They still have unlimited, but now, depending on which plan you're on, they'll either cut you off after certain usage, or if you have unlimited, they will throttle you because they realize they just had to do it. Some people are just using way, way, way too much. And you know what? We never would have had to worry about it if the hogs weren't hogs. So, yes, you can blame the consumers for gorging themselves too much. You can. There is something to be said about someone's character who will eat as much as they can, much more than they need, much more than they even desire, because I heard a lot of people say that they made it a point to see movies they would never see otherwise, that they had no interest in seeing. Well, if you had no interest in seeing it, why see it even when it's free? I mean, when you look at Netflix, there's so much stuff to watch. I'm not going to watch stuff just because it's there and it's part of the subscription. But people in MoviePass couldn't control themselves, and now look where we are. I know some people are going to be really mad at those comments, but I do blame you a little bit. Paul, great MoviePass coverage, Kevin. How do you think current events will affect UK Pass possible September launch? I don't know the UK market, but here's the thing. Having gone to European countries before, they are a lot more sensible about things. They don't use the internet bandwidth nearly as much. They don't really have all-you-can-eat buffets. And they have had subscription models for years, and you don't read the stories about how you have these people who just see $1,000 worth of movies every month, unless they're the film critics. So it probably won't affect them too much. Because I think the UK market is going to respond a little differently than we responded to it. They might not use it too much. So, Jay says it's over, changing models daily now. Well, you know what? That's your opinion. Even Seek Alpha, who has predicted that this thing is going to zero, that they oh, thank you, David. David sent me the link, so I will include the link below when the time comes to end this live stream. But even Seek Alpha said, hey, there might be some hope here. And John Campy, who has been very, very vocal against MoviePass to the point where I actually had like a response video to him, and I'm not going to upload that now because it's kind of an outdated video. But even he was like, it might be too little too late, but it's possible. So, and the thing is, people were saying the same thing about Netflix. When Netflix went from $10 a month to $20 a month, they lost a few million subscribers and like over half their value in a week. It was like crazy, and their stock got down to like $1. I'm still kicking. Boy, Netflix taught me 2 very important lessons about stock. But so who knows? Maybe it'll be over, maybe it won't be. But a lot of people would pay $10 for 3 movies a month. They just would. Online Stream Gamer says the partnered theater that I go to has reserved seating, which is really nice. That sounds really nice. Venom says, Andrew, they can't afford to do unlimited. Oh, okay, that's not to me. Classic says, this hurts me. I saw 9 movies last month. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. It hurts you, but it really doesn't hurt you that much. I'm going to be perfectly frank with you. Because you don't have to just have MoviePass. You can also get Cinemia, or you can get AMC Stubs ALS. I wouldn't recommend Cineworld. That's such a stupid service. But you know what? I've got all 3 services, although Cinemia is still very much on the close to being canceled. I only haven't canceled it because I saw an unusual amount of Fathom Events movies the last couple months and plan to see a few more, so it still has a lot of value to me. But if you have MoviePass and AMC, that's $30 a month, and you can pretty much see as many movies as you want. Unfortunately, if you hear a chime, by the way, I'm doing this on the phone and with what's going on with my significant other's father. I'm getting text updates, so that's what the chimes are. Just letting you guys know. So think about it. I'm gonna pull up a calculator here, and I'm going to do this. But let's see here, calculator. So let's say there's 3 times 4 plus 3. If you do AMC and MoviePass jointly, you can get 15 movies a month for $30. And 12 of them could be 3D and IMAX if you want. That sounds like a great deal to me. That sounds like a very good deal to me. And if you do it with Cinemia, like what is Cinemia charging? Let me look this up. Cinemia. I probably should have had that up before official site. Okay, see plans and pricing. Let's discover the family plans. Number of people. Okay. So if you get Cinemia for $30 a month, you can see 3 movies, 2 tickets each movie. So then for $40 a month, you can see 6 movies. And many of them some of those can be 3D and IMAX or 4DX. So there are options, but I think if you really want to take full advantage and see as many movies, you are going to have to get more than one plan. But you know what? An extra $20 is an extra $20. I mean, I've been using mostly my AMC, but I did the calculations, and I think even though I'm paying like close to $100 a month with Cinemia and AMC, 2 AMCs and MoviePass, I am getting like $400 a month worth of movies out of the deal, so it's still a great deal for me. Uh, Big Big Hom says, "Show us your dog." Well, I don't have a dog. I don't. But and here I will show you him. I have a chinchilla. So Perry, he's gonna hate me because I'm waking him up. Hey Perry, how you doing? How you doing? Coming out and say hi to the people on YouTube. How you doing? Ah, you're still tired. I'll I'll let you sleep. Sorry to wake you. They just wanted to see you. So that's my pet chinchilla, Perry. He's adorable and he's a good friend. So let's see here. Venom says, "Is MoviePass would have announced this new plan before that stupid surcharge, then most people would have never canceled." Well, it's true, but I also think people are a little reactionary. I mean, now a lot of people in my comments for like the last video I did today said that they were frankly not had no regrets. They just didn't like being jerked around. But then there were some people who were like, "Well, shoot." But that's why I was telling people, guys, give it a couple weeks. I mean, here's the thing. You still have time on your subscription, more than likely. Wait it out. They'll either go bankrupt or they'll change their business model or it'll work out or it'll even out. And some people were like, well, I don't want to spend $10 while they wait it out. Or $15, actually. It was 15 at the time. But you know what? As I've been telling people, you've got Netflix, you've got Hulu, you've probably got Crunchyroll, you've probably got Xbox Live. I bet you there are a lot of subscription services that you're paying $10 a month and you're not using them at all for a few months of the year. So what was the difference in this case? You just had to wait it out a little bit. But at the same time, I also understand, because I have to give credit to the people. I mean, yesterday, I was kind of one of those people where I ended up using MoviePass to see 8th grade with a group of friends. But the apps were not stable, and we went to the theater, and we just kind of hoped that the movie would still be available. Now, it was, but the movie before that I tried to use it for, it was not available. I checked the showtime, went to the theater, it wasn't available, and that is not a good experience to have. And so I don't blame people for canceling because of that. Hopefully, with it evening out in the next month, that will not be an issue anymore. But I think a lot of people should have waited a little bit. Kevlar said, "Thanks for the videos." Oh, you're welcome. VHS Pro Wrestling says, "Is it weird that for under $10 a month, I'm actually totally okay with this?" I mean, ideally, I'd love the unlimited deal, but that's too good to be true. But it's a good bargain card. Yeah, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a bargain card. And you know what? You might even have a easier time selling a bargain card than you would a unlimited option. Because there's a story, I believe it was with Macy's, where they got a new CEO, and one of the dirty little secrets about Macy's is that when you see like a sale item, like this item's on sale, half off, they're acting like that's a good deal, but really, that half off is what it would normally cost anyway, but they inflate the price so that they can put it on sale so that they don't actually lose money on a sale. And the CEO decided, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to have sales. We're going to treat people with respect. We're not going to treat the customers like an idiot. But what the new CEO failed to keep in mind is that people like the idea of getting a deal. They like the idea of getting a deal. And as a second point, what about Costco? I mean, how many people, and I include myself in this, I'm guilty of this, wait in that long line for the gas to save 10 cents? It would be so much more cost efficient to go across the street, pay an extra 10 cents at Shell, and be on your merry way. But no, you gotta have that 10 cents off. Or you pay the membership for Costco and you buy a bulk item thing of which you're gonna throw half of it away, and it would have been cheaper to buy at the grocery store. But you feel like you got a deal. So it might be easier now to sell MoviePass because people just like, oh, it's like a bargain card. You get 3 movies free a month, and then you get a discount on the other movies. That actually might be a very good way for them to sell to casual people. So you might have hit on something right there. So Cute says, "I wish they could have made it either $35 or $45 a month. Wouldn't be bad." But I know why they didn't do that. They didn't do that because $10 a month, as they've explained, there's like a moth here or something. There, it's dead. At $10 a month, like the Netflix and Hulu, it is cheap enough where you will skip a month, not use the service, and not think twice about it. At $40 a month, not only are you going to lose a heck of a lot of casual people, which you desperately need, but the people who have the card, they are going to use the heck out of it. Heck, they might even use it more because before they were feeling gypped when they were thinking like, I'm going to have to pay $15 a month for my unlimited. If they have to pay $40 a month, oh heck, we're going to bleed this company dry. So that was probably never in the cards. Low Roller Scratcher said MoviePass should contact McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and other companies to advertise their apps, since they can get cheaper advertising rates. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised they never actually did that. Like, why is it an ad doesn't play before you open the MoviePass app? A 30-second ad, make a little money there. I think they need to start making those deals, and hopefully they will start aggressively pursuing that now that they realize they need it. Venom. Yeah, $10 for 3 movies is a good deal. The average people watch 2 or 3 movies a month with MoviePass. Yeah, and if they have AMC stubs, they could maximize that. Nancy Harris says, "Is it taking advantage of AMC if I use it for IMAX movies that otherwise are $26?" No, because here's the thing. AMC is definitely losing more money on that. And I suspect if MoviePass survives, you're going to see them tweak their plan a little bit too, so that maybe you have to pay $35 a month or something to include the IMAX. But AMC is banking on you buying concessions. They're just banking on you buying concessions. MoviePass doesn't have concessions to sell. That's why AMC can give you more movies. But you know what? They're also smart enough to know not to give people a movie every day. Because if you're giving people a movie every day, then you're basically having people go in there just to hang out. So, they put reasonable restrictions on, and they did it because they have something that... This is a classic case, and this is where MoviePass is very different from AMC. This is why I kind of consider it taking advantage of MoviePass, but not taking advantage of AMC, even though I know it's a little hypocritical. Although I am an investor in both. MoviePass was... AMC is giving away the razor to sell the blade. That's how the expression goes. They're giving away the razor to sell the blade. They don't make money off the razor. They make it on the blades you have to rebuy. So AMC isn't making money off the movie ticket. They're making money off the popcorn, the soda, all that stuff. MoviePass was giving away the blade and the razor, and that's why that was a little bit more of a problem. So it's probably hypocritical, I'll admit it. I'm probably a hypocrite for having that stance, but there you go. VHS Pro Wrestling said, if they kept the price at $15 a month, I probably would have dropped it if I can pay $20 for AMC for 12 movies. Why pay $15 for 3 a month? But keeping it at $9.95 has kept me subscribed every month. And that's probably why they kept it at $9.95. I think most people had said, if they had just raised it $5, I think, that's still like half off. Why wouldn't they do it? But it's like, yeah, but at that point, what's $5 more? Then you can see 3 times as many movies at AMC, and they can be 3D and IMAX. So that was the compromise they came to. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll a couple because I see people are talking to each other. Genjoy says, or is it Genjoy? Genjoy, I believe. The free market showed that this business model wasn't sustainable, and they are now having to adjust. That is true. By the way, before we continue, now that there are 78 subscribers, or not subscribers, viewers, I'm going to announce we're going to do a little giveaway. Not right now, but in like maybe 20 minutes or so. Because MoviePass did take some movies away, I'm going to give you guys a chance to get a free digital copy of The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. I believe this is the extended edition. And I will tell you the rules on how you can try to claim this when the time comes. But for those of you who are just joining in, you might want to stick around and try to get your free movie. I actually like giving these things away. So, okay, let's see here. Online Steam Gamer. It's like a YouTuber that is trying to watch 365 movies with MoviePass, 1 movie a day, and she's on movie day 185 or something. Yeah, well, the funny thing is I almost don't blame her for that, because since she's a YouTuber, that's kind of like a social experiment, but for most people, it's just not necessary. Kevlar said, I know TED is not the leader we need, but do you think they're doing a lot of the things they're doing to collect more data on each of the situations? They might be. They might be. And you know what? There has been some very interesting box office statistics since this all went down. Last Tuesday, um, Mission Impossible made like almost $10 million, which was super, super. That is very, very close. I mean, not that it's unheard of, but it's rare. It's very rare. And that gave some analysts reason to believe that a lot of people who were shut out for MoviePass waited until Tuesday to see it as cheaply as they could. That could be the MoviePass effect. And those are people who might have seen it on the weekend that they didn't. Also, The Spy Who Dumped Me was pushed heavily on MoviePass, and it got third place, which is what it was predicted to, but it made like $3 million more, I think, than they thought it would. So, you know, and the ticketed theaters have shown a huge uptake these last couple weeks because they're not affected by these blackouts and all these other things that MoviePass is doing. So the MoviePass effect is probably there. Also, when I went to the theater, thankfully MoviePass worked, but they had signs up that said if your MoviePass does not work, you need to contact the company, and they showed instructions on how to do it. And we're not responsible. So people are being affected by MoviePass being out, and it's going to be interesting to see how that affects their decision of everything. So, there. Okay, so Big Thumb says you have a mirror. Yes, I have a mirror. A lot of people have a mirror. Let's see here. Coolo2foot said, I could have sold my shares for a decent profit today, but decided not to because I see more potential. Yeah, and I never sold my shares either. And who knows, maybe they'll take up, maybe they won't, but either way. VHS Pro Wrestling said, big part of me being okay with this is them announcing it ahead of time. I think they learned not to drop stuff on consumers out of nowhere at the theater. I think they have learned that. At least I hope they have. Venom said it should have been 3 movies a month from the start. And yeah, I think it should have been. I think they would have had a lot of growth. And then at some point, they could have, like John Camp even said at one point, they could have given things. So yeah, they probably should have started. That would have been a much better option. So Q said, I wish it was more like 12 movies a month for $40. Well, AMC has 12 movies a month for $20, so you can also do that. Venom says, Netflix $20 a month, I only pay $11. Well, okay, I should paraphrase that whole Netflix story. That was including the DVD. Like, it used to be $10 a month, you got the DVD and the streaming, and then they doubled the price. And if you didn't have any interest in the streaming, you had to get rid of it. You could go back down to $11 a month or something. The price has changed a lot, but they made a lot of people upset when they did that. Let's see here. Mike Mayo says, when I first joined MoviePass, I saw movies that I would not have seen otherwise and discovered some new favorites. I was willing to take a chance on films that I would have. And yeah, and some people have said that this is a bad thing for independent films, and independent theaters and films will suffer a bit. However, well, let's start over before I get to that point. They will suffer because if you have someone who does not want to get 2 services and they just want MoviePass, then yeah, they're probably going to pick the mainstream films. They're not going to take as many chances. Now, here's where the however comes in. If the independent theaters notice that big of a difference and that they are losing patrons because of MoviePass's changes, they can contact MoviePass and say, hey, we would like to partner with you. We will give you a kickback on our concessions. We will become partnered in our e-ticket theater. But please take away the 3 movie limit for our theater. That's where MoviePass still might have some leveraging power. And I think it is very real it could happen. So, and I know Studio Movie Grill is probably going to make like a deal with MoviePass right away to take away the 3 limit movie thing because almost everyone who goes to Studio Movie Grill buys something there. So, if they use MoviePass. So, that might eventually come back, but it has to come back slowly now. Now they have to build again. Kevlar Montana said, why not have different tiers for more heavy users? Right now they're trying to keep it simple. I think at some point you might have different tiers. You truly might have different tiers. But right now they're trying to re-simplify the message. And I'm sorry, folks. I know my ear was really itching. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. I'll answer me. You think Cinemia might not survive this new MoviePass? I'm not writing their obituary or anything, but Cinemia Cinemia is not going to be my first recommendation to people after this announcement. I am probably going to be recommending a combination of AMC and MoviePass, or a combination of Regal and MoviePass, because I like Regal a lot more than AMC. Lower roller scratcher offline. Well, as I stated earlier, the blackouts would continue for a little while longer. That's why they gave an August 15th date. Let's see here. Classic 1931, MoviePass will fail for sure. Well, they said that about Sirius Radio. They're still around. Clue. I have 3 MoviePass cards, and we have a family of 6. We only have 2 AMCs near me. Yeah. And with this re-establishing of things, I think MoviePass will come back, and they will, at one point, reintroduce the family plan. I think the 3D and the IMAX thing is still in the works, especially since they were going to charge a $1.50 convenience fee. That would bring in a little bit of money for them. So, Richard Feinsberg said, I have the annual subscription, and it does not expire until November 21st. I feel smart enough for not canceling it. I get to see up to 30 movies a month, and I have 6 different theaters that uses MoviePass. Oh, good for you. Online stream gamer. It's charged you $20 to sign up plus the plan you pick on the spot. Yes, Cinemia does charge you $20 to sign up. Unless you pay an annual fee and you pay for your upfront, then the $20 fee is waived. That's actually what my brother did. In fact, I'm curious if my brother is regretting canceling MoviePass now. He might be regretting that at this moment. Then I said, I had AMC MoviePass, but canceled MoviePass because of an $8 surge price, which was MoviePass bad idea. No, it wasn't a... The peak pricing was not a bad idea. It's just it should have been there all along. So, and now that they've taken it away, I think it's going to come back. By the way, folks, I think peak pricing is going to come back. You know those different tiers we were talking about, and the partnered theaters. I think a year down the road, if they get like their 5 million subscribers, and they're going to have their partnered theaters, they might say, well, we're going to have to add a peak pricing for blockbuster movies. Now, if they add that, that also means that blockbuster movies will no longer be blocked out at all. But you can go to our partnered theaters and not pay them, and that will be another bargaining chip. So I think it's coming back, but right now they don't really have any power to use it. So let's see here. GP says A-List has reached 200,000 subs. That's great for them. Truly great for them. It's not 3 million though. And keep in mind, MoviePass went from 20,000 to like 800,000 like a month. So obviously the $10 extra is a little bit of a barrier for some people. It's clearly out of reach for some of the more casual moviegoers. Okay, I answered that question already. Venom, how much movies are you planning to see a month? Oh, I see like about a dozen or 2 a month. It's actually kind of crazy. So yeah, but I also have a legitimate business reason. I have a website, www.icritic.net. I make these videos. It's a business expense for me. And to be perfectly fair, if they died, I'd go back to paying out of pocket. I wouldn't like it, but I would do it because that's just what I do. Genjoy says, sucks that the nearest AMC is 45 minutes away from me. Venom says 3 movies a week is already too much. It probably is. Classic 1931 said, I saw 65 movies since last November was MoviePass with a ticket price of $13. Well, a lot of people did. Genjoy says, yeah, I don't see AMC keeping their plan the way it is either. So Cute said, right now I wish I had an annual plan. You know, a lot of my friends are saying that they did. I remember when I got it, I picked it up. I didn't hesitate. I knew I would get my money's worth. It was funny. Katie was like, it's $90. I don't know if I want it right now. Now she's definitely wishing that she had done that. Sally Eubanks said, can't see Darkest Minds, and last week went to see a movie and it had disappeared from the app. Yeah, well, as I stated earlier, as they stabilize, I think they're getting ready, like within a month, they will be fully stabilized, I believe. At least hopefully they will be. I'm seeing a lot of he's cute comments, so this was probably when I showed Perry. Boy, I am behind on these questions. Let's see here. Jelly said, should have gone on this new plan before the 251 reverse split. Well, they were really determined not to admit that their plan was unsustainable. Now they are admitting it. Now they can improve. Coolio says it's like they raised the price on Black Friday, acting like you were getting a deal, but when you return weeks later, the item is way cheaper. Yeah, exactly. Angel Hernandez said for people who canceled MoviePass can opt in to new plan once their billing cycle canceled. You can you can open MoviePass app and have option to opt in for the new plan. Okay, so yeah, there probably is a grace period for that, so that you can just opt back in if you change your mind. So anyway, oh hey Latoya, how you doing? Just joining. Seems like they're essentially going to follow Cinemia's model. Well, for the time being, anyway. Sacha Rog said, good stream quality. Oh, thank you. It was terrible this morning, so I just canceled it. Mr. Cheng said, it's mean can reserve the ticket. No, you can't reserve the tickets. Well, I take that back. You can reserve the tickets if it's a partnered theater. Again, there's a lot of advantages of being a partnered theaters. Low Roller Scratcher said, do you think AMC will cut down their plan how many movies you can watch per month since MoviePass has restrictions now? Not right away. I think until through the rest of the year they'll probably keep it the same if MoviePass is still around. But you might start seeing some changes. You might have to start paying extra for like the IMAX and the 3D and stuff like that. So who knows? Calvin Bose, will they block new? They have announced that they're going to scale back on that, but yes, some new movies will still be blocked out. VHS Pro is saying the ad when opening the app thing is something the WWE started with their network, and it helped their income greatly. Oh yeah, and I see freemium apps making millions of dollars just by doing that. So there you go. And Big Home says in Philadelphia watching you. Oh well, glad you could join me. I'm in California. Budget Girl said signed up for AMC last week, but still MoviePass. Yeah, I see no reason to cancel MoviePass. I never did. Never did. Jeremy Stiver said, I don't have AMC anywhere near me. I have what's called CEC, and that theater is literally right behind where I live. Although I love the day of movie deal, I think the $9.95 deal for 3 movies is pretty good. Yeah, well, ultimately you're still saving money. That's the thing. Lelouch says, hey, Kevin, at this point when you say MoviePass is still worth it, yes. I mean, by simple economics, if you see 3 movies a month, like I pay $15 a ticket per movie. If I see 3 movies a month, that is $45. At $10 a month, I save $35, I think. Makes perfect sense to me. Let's see here. All right, let me... Sacha Rogue said, have you considered streaming on Twitch? I actually do have a Twitch account. And I've streamed a few times, not to a lot of fanfare, but maybe it might be time to start getting into that. For those who are curious, my Twitch link is below. So you can subscribe to me there. And hey, if I get an influx of Twitch subscribers in the next few days, I will definitely do some streaming. Heck, I still need to finish Sonic Forces, so maybe that would be the encouraging thing so that I can finally finish that stupid thing. Oh, bye, Venom. I know you didn't. I think you left a while ago, but yeah, bye. William Coates said, are they working on a family plan? They were. I'm sure they still are, but who knows? It's probably going to be... They will probably announce a family plan during the holiday season. That would make a lot of sense to me. That would be a must-have holiday gift, I think. Let's see here. MoviePass have a... Kevin, MoviePass already have a plan for $7.95 for 3 movies. Why isn't anyone talking about that? They're not talking about that because it's going away. That's why they're not talking about it. With MoviePass change... Oh, I already answered that question. Let's see here. So David Lansman said, prognosticating, if there's blood in the water or the subscription model is the future, how long before we see Regal since they already have it in UK? I think Regal before the end of the year, honestly. And really, I'd like MoviePass to survive long enough for Regal to get there. Because if Regal can get there, then I don't think AMC would for sure not cancel their subscription card. But if MoviePass died before Regal got there, I think AMC would cancel. I really do. I know some people say that's not going to happen. You know what? I just don't trust them. Carly said, I canceled my annual membership. Now I have to wait 9 months to renew. Is there a way around that? Well, you know what? You can email them and ask but I'm going to guess no. And not to publicly shame you or anything, but this is why you are slow to respond. Especially since you were on annual. I mean, when did your membership even expire? Like, wait it out. Things could have obviously changed, and things changed rapidly. So, yeah, unfortunately I don't have a lot of sympathy for people who canceled. Like, like one day they had to pay out of pocket, and so they canceled because now it was effectively useless to them. And now it's like, oh shoot, it's kind of a good deal again, and now I have to wait 9 months. And if you were on annual and you canceled, you were just a fool. I'm sorry, you just were. So, but if some people were saying you could sign up for a new email address, and that might be a way around it, and probably a different credit card. So, let's see here. Nancy says, where does this leave Regal? Well, Regal can either partner with MoviePass or they can make their own. That's where it leaves them. Happy Last said, Studio Movie Grill is normally dead on Monday afternoon. I spoke to an employee and she said mostly MoviePass viewers are coming in. And that's one of the reasons they like MoviePass. Peak will come back. Let's see here. How long did 3 million take? It took about, I want to say 8 months. It might have been 7, but I think 8. Calvin Bow said, when will Mission Impossible be unblocked? I think probably in one more week, and then it will be unblocked. But I think that's... Wow. Okay. Let's see here. The Pretend Critic said, so you were the 15% too. Yes, I am. Although in all fairness, guys, I was buying stock. I was paying into the company. And though I did it gladly because it's like, you know what? You've saved me so much money that I don't mind spending $20 here and there into your stock and investing in your company. Because you saved me so much, so I'm kind of giving a little bit back as well. So, that's my defense. I don't know about you. Demon said, I agree that a lot of people like you would go back to seeing movies at full price again. So that is why these services... No. That is a very, very poor example on why these services would eventually die. My dad's been texting me. Dad, if you're watching live... Oh, that's right. I'm blocked up. That's right. But I am an anomaly. Most people went 7 times a year. I mean, even before MoviePass, I was going like 50 times a year. But that is not normal. That is as far from normal as you get. So if you want to get those casual customers to come back and stay back, you're gonna figure out how the subscription service works. Triskiss, don't you think it's a really bad move to limit the movies to 3 and still block major releases? I see a lot of canceling. No, I don't see a lot of canceling over that. Because, again, most people will wait the week or two. They just will. If it's going to be free, they will wait the week or two, or they'll see something else. That's how it is. I mean, and I know some people, and if it's really that important that, the newest Marvel movie isn't spoiled, because God knows they always end unexpectedly. Every time you watch a Marvel movie, it's like you're getting a Shyamalan twist. I mean, they just never end with the good guys winning and the bad guys dying and it being set up for the next Avengers movie. It just never happens. No, I don't see that being a big issue. Let's see here. Most people only see about 3 movies a month anyway. Yep, I agree. Kaylin Jones says, do you think MoviePass or AMC subs A-List should offer a couples plan or offer plans that cover some of the cost of concessions at the movies? Well, here's the thing. And this is what I was suggesting MoviePass. If anyone from MoviePass is watching this, and Cinemark, start talking. Cinemark has shown that they are willing to lose 20% off their concessions if you sign up through their Cineworld thing, which sucks. It's 1 movie a month for $9. Totally sucks. And you have to spend how much money before that 20% is even worth it. Here's what I suggest Cinemark and MoviePass do. MoviePass should go to Cinemark and say, hey, you have got an e-ticketing feature. You are also willing to lose 20% on concessions if it will get people to buy more concessions. How about we do this? Why don't you partner with us? You can be an e-ticketed theater, you can have advanced ticket screenings, and people can automatically rack up points when they use the service. When they buy through the app or when they scan the MoviePass app, they will get 20% off their concessions. It'll be marked in the system. You pay us that 20%. And as a result, new releases will not be blocked out for you, and we will push your theaters above Regal and AMC. I think that would be a great thing for them to do. As for AMC, they already offer free upgrades and points with their... When you subscribe to the AMC Stubs thing, you're also collecting points. So after you see so many movies, you get like a $5 gift card. And so I'm actually not even spending much at the concessions, to be honest, because I don't buy concessions that often. So this is why competition's good, because you start getting benefits like this. I really, truly think that if Cinemark could get their head out of their ass, with all due respect, Mom and Dad, if Cinemark can get their head out of their ass, they would realize there is an opportunity here with MoviePass that is unique. Regal is developing an unlimited service. Cineworld, they don't want to take on the burden of taking off the studios with paying only this much. So, hey, you know what? Make this deal with MoviePass work. Make it work. So, Low Roller Scratcher said, Kevin, you heard Alf remake is coming back to TV? Oh, okay, that's completely random. I love Alf. I have that complete series on DVD. Can't wait to show it to my kids. I just love Alf. I know it's corny, but I love it. So they're doing a reboot, huh? Well, as long as it's still a puppet, I'll be okay with it. I don't want Alf to be a CGI character, but sign me up. That would be great. Low Roller Scratcher said, you heard Alex Jones got banned on YouTube, Facebook, and other social media. Internet censorship is coming. Well, I might make another video about Alex Jones. But the long and short of it is Alex Jones is a jerk. He is insane. He is a psychopath. But I do not agree with him being banned on cross-platform like that. That does concern me. It kind of reminds me of the time when MSNBC banned a couple reporters. They basically fired these reporters because on TV they were saying that the Iraq War, which believe it or not was popular and very much supported at the time, was not winnable, and we had no probable cause to go there. And MSNBC basically censored their voices. And in hindsight, that, now I highly, highly doubt Alex Jones is ever going to say anything that was going to be true in hindsight. But the point stands. You start censoring the people who you don't agree with. You start censoring people that are reputable, who might have a good point. I just don't like the idea at all. But I hate Alex Jones with a passion. He's an idiot. Best movie you've seen recently, not 8th Grade. Well, 8th Grade is one of the best movies I've seen recently, but I would say Three Identical Strangers. So I'm going to get prepared. I'm going to take a pause on the questions, and I am going to I'm going to start giving away... I'm going to give away The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey digital copy. I'm going to give this away. So, let me click over here on my laptop. So, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to post... Keep an eye on the chat room for those who are watching this live. I am going to post a website address in the chat room. And what you're going to do is you are going to go to that website. If you don't have an account for this place, you're going to have to sign up. If you have an account, log in. Make sure you're logged in. I will wait 5 minutes. I will wait 5 minutes. Oops. And you can add the www yourself. And after a few minutes, I will type in a code. Whoever copies that code first, enters it into the browser, and claims it first, they get the movie. That's how it's going to work. So, So, good luck, folks. Anyway, I've already put the address in, so, And, I just got a live. I'm a little behind, but I just got a notice from Triton Funds that they have just published their stance on Helios and Matheson. So while you guys are typing in that um that address to try to win your free movie, let me let me look up what their Triton. Can you please send me a link so that I can read what you said live? Because I am having a hard time finding it, and I am very, very, very interested in seeing what you have to say about that. Okay, so it is a YouTube video. So here's what I'm gonna do, folks. I'm gonna mute Vi video, and we're gonna watch this together. It's probably gonna be a little blurry. I'm sorry that it is, but well, I'm gonna just turn the volume up really high. You can watch their video later on, but I want to see what they say. So let's actually, I hope there's no conflict there.
And I'm and we are two of the three co-founders here at Triton Funds. You may be wondering what Triton Funds is. We're a $25 million student-run fund.
5-minute video.
By students from UC San Diego and Cal State Northridge. We launched April 1st, and we're here to serve companies that have an influence on the millennial generation. One that you may have heard, MoviePass. So you may be wondering, there's a lot of discussion going on online and articles that Triton Funds is attempting a takeover of HMNY, which is the parent company of MoviePass. Now, there may or may not be truth behind that. However, we're here in this video to let the public know what our plans are for MoviePass and to gain shareholder support. I'd first like to start off with our business plan by saying there's been a lot of hashtag MoviePass fails going on Twitter and other social media accounts, you know. That's something that needs to be addressed immediately. There needs to be concerns such as reimbursements and surge pricing that needs to be taken care of, which was actually announced today by the company, so we applaud them for that. Additionally, we believe that there's an opportunity for MoviePass to incentivize customers to purchase concessions at concession stands across movie theaters, because that's another avenue of revenue for the company. But essentially, these are the immediate problems that are faced by the users. The number that caught our eye is 88. 88% of users are actually break even or even profitable for the company. It is the 12% that isn't. And these 12% of users are going to the movies over 6 times in a month. And they're located in cities like New York and Los Angeles, where the price of a movie ticket is a lot higher than the national average.
That's me.
Once we deal with these users, these 12%, the company will be break even and even profitable.
Okay.
Now you may be wondering, what would Triton Funds even do with MoviePass? The first thing, we want to be completely transparent with the shareholders. There's been a lot of rumors going around that HMNY has not been transparent with the shareholders to date.
No, they haven't.
Another thing, all new releases need to be seen, you know. You can't just say some movies are good and some movies are bad. Every new movie needs to be able to be seen by the viewer, and that's all part of MoviePass's and Mitch Lowe's grand plan. The final thing that needs to be changed and needs to be worked on the most is the customer service. We've all experienced firsthand, and our siblings have experienced firsthand, that the customer service of the 3 million users of MoviePass has not been up to par. And we know in this day and age that customer service is everything if you want to have a successful company. My brother, his sister, a bunch of our friends and family, everyone uses MoviePass. So we all know that the subscription model works on paper. And one of the plans for MoviePass was to work with large theaters to get support to come up with some kind of agreement between the two. You know, once MoviePass gets a larger market share, that won't be an issue. Starting from where we were, or where MoviePass was when they were acquired by HMNY, Ted said that cash was a non-issue. That clearly wasn't the case. They were so focused on working the public company that they lost sight of what Mitch Lowe's vision was. They lost sight of the moviegoers, the shareholders, the people who really were being served with MoviePass.
And that is why value add like ourselves need to be brought on board to help out the company. Essentially, MoviePass is too preoccupied with being a public company, as Yasha referred to. And realistically, a week and a half ago, when they did that desperation note with Hudson Bay, that was just poor financial management by the HMNY executive team. That's something that should have never happened. So it's time that we separate MoviePass from HMNY, become their long-term financiers, and actually see Mitch Lowe's plans through.
MoviePass is a first user in this space, and AMC, for example, they're one of the theaters, but also competitors in a sense, because they've come up with their own subscription model to allow their customer base to go to the movies at certain times a month for a certain fee. And we want to be here to spearhead the change alongside MoviePass, and we want to make sure that moviegoers never miss a new release of a movie ever again.
Yeah, to use a movie reference, we are the new hope, and MoviePass will strike back. If anybody has any questions, discussion, please comment, please email us, please reach out to us. We want to be the voice for the minority shareholders that HMNY has now diluted from their at-the-market transaction. We are here to address all issues, and we hope to be in contact with Mitch soon, and hopefully we could take some action steps from there.
If you're curious about how we're going to get everyone on board, just know we're going to make them an offer they can't refuse.
Thank you for watching.
Visit us on www.tritonfunds.com, and don't forget to follow us on all social media.
Okay, so I'm going to link to that video below after this live stream is done, but there are a few things that I've taken away from that. First of all, they are very interested in acquiring MoviePass. Secondly, they want to have all the movies available. They seem to agree that, at least indirectly, that there's going to have to be some cap to keep the 12 percenters in check. But here's probably the most important thing, and this is kind of what I've said. I actually suspected that a lot of people, like the people in the industry, are okay with Mitch Lowe. It's Ted Farnsworth they don't like. So they want to keep Mitch Lowe on board, from what I understand, but they don't want Ted Farnsworth, who has totally screwed this up. So, Triton Funds, good luck. And hey, I'm going to make this a public offer. I want to make two public offers. First of all, as someone who really loves this company, if you want someone to help come on and consult on some of the ideas I have for MoviePass, I would be more than happy to help you out with that. Second thing, if you don't want my expertise, maybe you wouldn't mind coming on to a podcast or something, and we can discuss the plans. Whether you want to do this before or after potential said acquisition, I'll leave up to you. I'd prefer afterwards, personally. But yeah, I wish you guys the best of luck. Now then, we're gonna give away the movie. So everyone, with that, I put the website in. Hopefully you guys all opened that website in a different address, and I am now going to punch in the code to give out The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, the extended edition. Oop, I think there, now let me just make sure that the code lines up. Okay. And boom. There you go. That code, copy it, paste it in the, in fact, I will put in the address once more. And whoever gets the movie, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments so I can congratulate you. Now, I don't know how backed up I am. Let's continue with this. Paul says, Kevin, I enjoy 3D movies, but don't understand why 3D Blu-ray discs are still being sold. Will 3D TVs ever come back? Yes, 3D TVs will come back. I am very confident of this. First of all, 3D TVs are a success in Europe. They are a success in Asia. And so they're still making them. And that's why you see so much importing. But also, I have it on very good authority with the manufacturers that they are working on glasses-free 3D, or 3D that might not require you to wear anything. Apparently, the glasses, they feel that was the big problem. So once they can get closer to that, they will bring it back. Now, and that's why you see some studios, not a lot in all fairness, but some studios still selling 3D movies, because that format will, because whatever it is, the 3D will be platform or hardware agnostic. So it doesn't matter. So I believe the 3D will come back. William D. Moley, why hasn't MoviePass removed the option to buy the $7.99 on their website? It feels a bit shady for leading it up after today's announcement. They made the announcement. It doesn't take effect till April 15th. That's why they haven't renewed it yet. Carly says, I'm not a fool for canceling, was just frustrated with all the changes in the app not working. Well, forgive my choice of words, Carly, but I'll use a different word. But here's the thing. To cancel an annual subscription that you still have probably a few months left, that you're not paying for, that you definitely have time to wait out to see if things get better, I won't call you a fool for that, but I will say that was probably unwise. So, let's see here. Latoya says, I know it has been several times, my fingers are crossed that Regal will do a subscription plan and finally get rid of their convenience fee when purchasing tickets online in advance. I think they're working on it. Cinemia is $9.99 equals 2 movies, any format, any day, versus MoviePass $9.99, 3 movies equals movies, blocked days. Which is a better deal? That totally depends. I mean, honestly, one of the reasons that... Oh, hold on. One quick. Trist Kiss, who I'm actually answering his question, he got the movie. So, congratulations, buddy. I'm glad it was you. But if you don't like 3D, then Cinemia is probably not a good deal for you. Cinemia does have advanced tickets, though, so if you really need to buy your tickets in advance, you really have to really look at the plans. Nancy says, Are your critiques factored in Rotten Tomatoes? No, but I'm working on it. And who knows? Bubblebuster says, I might cancel if major releases are still blocked. Blocking major releases is by far the worst mechanic of MoviePass. Probably. I'm not going to argue with you too much. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? I know it's been a little while, but... D-Man W said, look at the number of tickets sold overall box of Mojo. There were just as many people going to the movies back before MoviePass or any other subscription service. Yeah, bullshit. Why do you think they made a big deal of the fact that last year was like the lowest tickets recorded on record? And now the subscription service is coming up and you see movie theater attendance starting to go up. Well, I wonder why that is. Jeremy Stivers, the only problem I have with blocking the major releases still is that there are movies, but I have been waiting for a while to see, and because I work on computers and work online, I get easily spoiled. Yeah, but again, in all fair, I know some of you disagree, and you're totally free to disagree with me on this, but I don't think, honestly, I honestly don't think the spoilers. What could you honestly spoil about Mission Impossible 6? I mean, I don't know how it ends, but I don't think there's much to spoil there. Steve Cobb, what can you tell us about partnerships between MoviePass and theaters? What is it? Why is it beneficial to both parties? Here's why it's beneficial to both parties. If you are a partnered theater with MoviePass will put your theaters at the top of the app and encourage you to go to those theaters. And because you are encouraging them to go to their theaters, they are getting more business. Now, because the MoviePass people are not technically buying a ticket, they are more likely to buy a snack. And if they're partnered with MoviePass, that's in exchange for getting that traffic, they give MoviePass a little bit of money from the concession or a kickback from the ticket. So it's beneficial to everyone. They sell more tickets, people buy more stuff, everybody wins. Arms getting tired again. Boy, we're going for over an hour. This is amazing. Jimmy says, I hope you upload the video. I missed the beginning of it. Oh, yeah. It'll all be uploaded. Big Thumb says, Regal has better service than AMC. Totally agree. Patrick Liu said, too late. I'm sure thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, already canceled their subscription. Well, but they can't bring it back. Millions of people canceled their Netflix subscription. They clearly gained those subscribers back. Alfred Boot, you should make separate video in this channel. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of the show, but I don't know if I necessarily want to make a video about Alf. I've got other videos I'm making right now. Let's see here. D-Man says he also speaks a lot truth that the MS won't tell you. Not that I agree with everything he says all the time. I assume you're talking about Alex Jones. But these messages are definitely a little behind. Tim Dog, MovieCast cost me $55,000. Yeah. So let's see here. Mike Mayo says, I've seen 50 movies in 4 months with MoviePass. I have no life. Well, I'm a YouTuber. What does that make me? What does that make me? Kaylin Jones says, if MoviePass is still around, say, 6 months or a year from now, what do you think would be a reasonable monthly price for the service? I was thinking $30 a month, which is similar to Netflix. I think that'd be reasonable. I'd probably still pay that, especially since I definitely see 3D and IMAX movies a lot. Right? It's like Triton Funds says, it's a video on our channel. Charlie XP says, I don't think calling people or me a fool for canceling is fair. Even MoviePass would... Sorry, not MoviePass. Even Amazon would die if they were run like MoviePass. You mean if they were run like a big conglomerate with a huge outreach that never made money? Yeah, they would totally die if they were run that way. Were they? Okay, and all joking aside, I hate Amazon. I'm sorry, I just have to... I know you're referring to the customer service. And Amazon has great customer service. Out of all the things that are bad about them, their customer service is great. But I'm sorry, it is on you. Yeah, their customer service was been bad, but you canceled something that you paid for. You had a few months to wait to see if it would work out. You didn't wait it out, you canceled, and now you're on here, and you told me you want to resubscribe. How can I do that? And it's like, well, you know what? This is why you shouldn't be so impatient. I'm sorry. It's not that I'm completely unsympathetic. It's just, yeah. That was just not a wise thing to do. It wasn't wise. By the way, just to take another little break, I just noticed on Triton Funds LLC, they changed the profile picture to this. So they might be serious about that hostile takeover. You never know. So cute says, great job, Kevin. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Bubble Buster, wasn't it 15%? Well, the numbers vary, but, you know, it's between 12 to 15%. Let's see here. Cooley 2 Foot says, what would be icing on the cake if there was another potential buyer to help drive up value? Well, the data. It might not be useful to the movie studios, but if you're trying to sell dinners and fast food and convenience stores, actually mainly dinners, then it's nice to know what your subscribers' viewing patterns are, what theaters are going to, how often they're going to that theater. That's got to be worth some value. Oh, hi, Tack. Hernie Pilgrim says, MP cost me $30 for 10 movies. I think I got... Yeah, okay, whatever. Bubble Buster says the acquisition won't occur. Well, we don't know if that's true or not. Here's the thing. The stock is low enough. I think their market value cap is like $1 million right now. This company that's trying to buy them has 25 million. They could buy them out in theory. So there you go. Kevin, another movie prequel, Sandlot, the movie's coming remake. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not. Tack Chan says the stock went up to 18 cents this morning. I saw as high as 15 myself, but it did get a boost. It got a significant boost. Online Stream Gear says, open your MoviePass app. I got a notification saying my plan won't change until my next billing cycle. Well, yep, that's what they said in the email, so. Matt said, is there any way around the 9-month cancellation period if you already canceled? I'll answer this again. If you have a different credit card and a different email, maybe. But if your phone number is the same, if your address is the same, that might be a problem. So Latoya says, in regards to 3D, it is horrible for people who have to wear glasses. That's what I hear, but you know what? I love it. Yeah, well, it's kind of a mess. But I need to clean it up, I know, but like, look at all of these 3D movies I have. And the reason it's a mess is because I'm cleaning up the rest of the area, so stuff is kind of getting shifted around right now. But yeah, I do love my 3D. I especially love it when it's with these glasses and not those shutter things, which are such a hassle. Such a hassle. So do you think this is ironic or cool? I'm just gonna do this for a couple minutes. See how long it takes for how long people put up with it. Actually, no, I'm not. I gotta look at that phone. So, Happy Aya says, go Triton Funds. I am good with 3 movies a month. When was the last time the studios released 3 good movies in a month? Movies like The Godfather or Platoon. Well, quite frequently, to be honest, but, you know. Carly XP says, although I canceled my annual membership, it expires in January. Okay. There. Well, there you go. Tack Chan says, I might stay with MoviePass. I'm getting that a lot. Tuna Can says, Cinemia, AMC, A-List, MoviePass are all great. 2 movies for Cinemia, 1 any format, 1 standard. A-List is probably going to change their price in the future. Maybe. Cooley 2 Foot said, if MoviePass wasn't working, then AMC wouldn't have made A-List. Yeah. D-Man W, look at Box Office Mojo at the numbers if you think it is bullshit. Yes, I look at Box Office Mojo. What site are you looking at? They're the ones who've been reporting consistently, like, you know, it was like the lowest year in attendance. Okay, you know what? I don't normally do this. I really don't. I usually like people being able to speak their piece. But D-Man, you are in a timeout. Take a timeout. You know? So there you go. So does MoviePass have a better deal than MoviePass? Have to decide for yourself. The Poor Production says, why is MoviePass blocking access to big blockbusters for non-e-ticketing theaters and not e-ticketing theaters? Because they're partnered theaters. That's a bonus that they're going to have in the future. Paul says, good news. James Cameron said he's working with cinemas to launch a glasses-free 3D for the next Avatar film. Yeah, that could work. So, Phil says, James Cameron's still relevant. Hey, you know what? They were saying that before Avatar came out, and look, he topped Titanic. I don't think Avatar 2 is going to make as much money, but you know what? Yes, he's still relevant. Triskiss says, sounds like even those guys wanting to buy MoviePass understand you can't block movies and be successful. Movie going is usually a group activity. Waiting 3 weeks while friends go won't fly with customers. And Carly says, I prefer Marcus over AMC and Regal. Marcus has all-day $5 tickets and discounts on concessions on Tuesday. Yeah, and hey, you know what? For a theater like that, yeah, you actually don't really need MoviePass. I mean, especially with the new plan. So, Paul says, 83 live watching and only 12 thumbs up. Well, now it's at 16, but yeah, 90 people watching and only 16 thumbs up. I must be doing a really, really bad job at this live stream if that's all that's going on. I mean, geez. Come on, guys. Give me the love. Help out the algorithm. You know, oh, now we're up to 22. So, thanks for pointing that out, Paul. GP says, the local AMC is way better than both of the Regals near me. Dolby Cinema. I like Dolby Cinema. I do. Coolio says, whoa, Triton is actually here. Yeah, I know. And yeah, and Triton, if you're still here, let's get in contact, seriously, about all these things. Someone asked, when's the Regal plan coming? Astronomical One said, when's Regal coming out with their plan and what would it look like? I have no idea on either of those. Sean Wheat says, did you get my letter? Let me look at my email. When you say letter, did you actually send me like a P.O. box letter? Because I haven't checked my P.O. box in a while. Oh, and let me switch the account. I'm not using my business account right now. So that might be a little different. Sean? It is Sean, right? Yeah, Sean, I didn't get an email from you. If you sent me an actual letter, I haven't gone to my P.O. box yet. So, sorry. I'm not ignoring you. So Cute said it's his opinion. Well, it is his opinion. I think you're talking about D-Man, but it's like, you know what, that guy, he's called me an idiot on multiple videos, so it's like there's a certain point where it's like, you know what, I do my research. I make little mistakes, but I don't make drastic ones like that sometimes. Well, I made that one. That's not true. I guess I did make that drastic mistake about the $5, so, yeah. Anyway, he was just being more obnoxious than anything. Let's see here. So Latoya says, if you go to Regal and use Cinemia, I just verified that if you purchase tickets through Facebook, it will route you either use Fandango or Atom, and it applies a discount equal to the convenience fee. Yep. GB says, what is Max? It's IMAX. It's a really big screen. That's what it is. Let's see here. Taxian says, I bought some Helios Tomatoes in stocks. Hopefully, I will make it back. I hope so too. Although that's not a You know, I've been thinking about the Triton Fund thing. You know what I think is going to happen? I think they're going to buy a controlling interest in Helios and Matheson. They're going to spin off MoviePass. They're going to keep Mitch Lowe on. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Riley Shoemake said, it will work. I canceled mine and signed up with a new email, and it worked fine. Same credit card and address. Got my new card today in the mail. Oh, okay. So I guess that does work. Triskiss, do you take your own 3D glasses to 3D movies? No. I'll recycle the ones at the movies. Unless it's one of those collectible ones. I actually have like a bunch of collectibles of 3D glasses. I'm going to make a video about that at one point. Max meaning the most I will pay for a subscription service. Oh. Well, I'm probably the wrong person to be asking because I was paying $99 a month for MoviePass when it was truly unlimited. 3D, IMAX 3D, whatever. So, the fact that I'm willing to pay that, that's not everyone. So, With MoviePass Jeff asks, with MoviePass market cap at only 147K, how can the stock not go up? Well, if the investors still don't believe in it, they don't buy it, it won't go up. But it did take a little bit of an upkeep. Andrew Dinio says, "Are you on the subreddit and what's your user?" I'm not on subreddit. I'm sorry, I don't like Reddit. Let's see here. Happy Lost says the conversation got so good I forgot to thumbs up. Sorry, thumbs up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Matt Sorsten says need another moderator. You're right. You are right. Thank you for volunteering. Thank you for volunteering. Lelouch8x8 said, Kevin, if you were given a choice of only one plan, would you choose MoviePass or A-List? You know, this is going to shock a lot of you guys after all the videos I made, after everything I've said. From a consumer standpoint, if I had to choose between one right now, like if, and it's not an issue, so I'm not going to choose one, but I would pick AMC. Of course I would. Because you do get more movies out of it. Thankfully, I don't have to choose. Thankfully, I can, thankfully, I can do both. But yeah, strictly speaking, if someone says, hey, I can only afford one, which one do I get? Get AMC. And I'm going to get a lot of crap for that. I know I am. So, Matt says, I watch every video and live video you have. Oh, thank you. Cooley says, I just thought of something. Not sure if someone else said something like this, but what if they came up with the option of giving a fourth movie free or a decent discount if you spend a minimum of $5? Oh, they're already giving you the discount. The fourth, fifth, sixth ticket that you use on MoviePass, it's somewhere between $2 to $5 that you get discounted from the ticket. His name is James Cameron, the bravest pioneer, dun-dun-dun-dun, from South Park. West174 says, the times on movies disappeared earlier today, even on Monday. You just can't even use MoviePass at all. Well, they're fixing that. I stated earlier what that was. They will have that fixed at one point. Let's see here. Calvin says, why punish me because they have no partnered theaters? I pay the same as others. It's not punishment. That's just bad locations. I mean, it's like, is McDonald's... I'm just going to say this right now because I got a little bit of a discount. If you're trying to get, like, the Mac coins from McDonald's, and you go to a McDonald's and they're sold out at that McDonald's and you don't have any McDonald's near you that still have them but other cities do, is that punishing you? No, it's not. Jared Silvera says, why do you think Alamo Drafthouse subscription service is going to fail? We don't even know what it's going to include. I didn't say necessarily, well, maybe I did suggest it was going to fail. I suggested very strongly, and still believe very strongly, that it has no chance of being that sustainable. Because Alamo Drafthouse does not have the kind of draw that the other theaters have. It does not have even that many theaters. I think it has like a couple hundred theaters out throughout the nation. It's just simply not big enough. And if you have multiple theater companies, like if AMC has a subscription, and Regal has a subscription, and Cinemark has a better subscription at some point, and if MoviePass is out there, and if Cinemia is out there, people are going to be drawn to the subscription services that are open to all the theaters. And if they're going to go to a specific theater, they're going to go to a theater where there's a lot of them and they have a lot of choices. And Alamo Drafthouse does not have that clout. They just don't. That's why it is. Big Thumb says, Warren Buffett to buy MoviePass according to CNBC. Really? Is that true? I'm not calling you a liar. I'm going to just look that up real quick. Warren Buffett. MoviePass. I am not finding. I'm not saying you're lying again, but I'm not finding any news here that suggests he's gonna buy MoviePass. I'm not, maybe you can send me the link through an email. I'll look it up. So it's 5:20. I'm thinking another 20 minutes or so at most. Let's see here. MoviePass earlier today had Sailor Moon on their own app, but didn't cover the full price. Yeah, be careful about those Fathom events. If you use it, if a Fathom event is listed on MoviePass and you use it and you have to pay the rest of it, you could get deactivated from the service. It's not fair, but that's kind of how it is. So be very careful of that. Do you ever been to Cinemark Cafe movie? No, I have not. Jet Windsor says, check your email for a message from me. Okay. Okay. I see your email. I won't read it out loud. Let me first see what this email even is. Oh, okay. Awesome. I will get back to you, Jet. I am very interested in that. Which is better, Dolby Cinema or Cinemark XD? I'm going to go with Dolby Cinema. I think Dolby Cinema is better, but I'm usually going to pick IMAX over anything else. And actually, on Wednesday, I'm seeing my first 4DX film. I'm seeing Mission Impossible 6 in 4DX. I am going to have to make a review video about that. Kevin. Let's see here. No, I'm talking about you. It's your opinion on saying it was stupid to cancel your plan before it was set. Was up, not the guy you blocked. He wasn't. Oh, okay. Jet Windsor said, what would happen to our shares if Triton was successful in a takeover? You know what? That is a topic that is way beyond what I can do. Most of the time, it would be converted to... There'd be either outright buyout, they would be converted to the new company shares, or there would be a combination of the two. But since Triton Fund is a private company, I have no idea what would happen. So, good luck. It seems like Ted farms with your hero, Kevin. Is that true? Nope, not true at all. Tactan says, we got Santico Cinemas, only one AMC. MoviePass is a good choice for us. Oh, good night. Good. Okay, see you later, Angel. And hey, Chris, you made it. How you doing? Super World Jumper says, when do you think they will implement IMAX upcharge? I would say early next year. Or, when's Avengers 4 come out? Whenever Avengers 4 comes out. Let's go with that. Gamerman. I have disappearing showtimes again. Will they fix That's Okay? Yes, they will fix those. Les Anderson Jr. says, I'm cool with 3. Okay. I have answered that question. Carly says, I appreciate your opinions on this issue in your videos. There was just a huge frustration with the company. I will renew if they can get a good business plan going and stable. Yeah, and you know what? Again, I agree that the frustration was real. I agree that frustration was real. I mean, if you check your app once and you see there's a movie available and you go to the movie and it's not available and you got to pay out of pocket or do something else that night, that's frustrating. If it happens a couple times, then it's especially frustrating. Where I, of course, disagree. Like, if I have the annual plan, I'm just not canceling it. I will wait it out every single time. So that's just what I was getting at. Let's see here. Happy lawsuit. What do you think Triton will do with the lawsuit if they take over? I don't think the lawsuit will win. Well, they'd probably offer a really quick settlement. It actually even kind of depends what they offer the shareholders, because they could actually offer the shareholders something lucrative to have them drop it. Riley Shoemaker says, after August 15th, do you think that all movie showtimes will be available again? It depends on when you renewed it. If your subscription renews on April 14th, I'm sorry, the showtimes are not going to stabilize until September 14th. That's just how it is. But if you renewed on the 20th, if you renew anytime after August 15th, then the showtime should stabilize. Let's see here. All right. Oh, Coolio says, I meant if you spent $5 at Concession, could give you fourth movie free or a nice discount. Maybe. But they're kind of moving that towards subscription services, so I don't anticipate that being a problem. Prince Caspian says, what's 4DX? Well, I'm going to find that out, but from what I understand, it's 3D, and you're in seats that move, and there's like special effects like fog and mist and stuff. So apparently it's just like a theme park ride, apparently. It's going to be a very interesting experience. Mariah Carey's Lamb. Oh, hey, Mariah Carey Lamb. I actually enjoy corresponding with you. I personally felt MoviePass's $14.95 price and having people wait 2 weeks would have worked as long as there had an option where people could have seen movies opening weekend was a small surcharge. It probably could have, but you know what? There is just something about the $9.95 price point. It's like people are saying it's less than $10. So I think that's why they did it. Let's see here. Triscus, I really want to try 4DX movie, but the nearest one is 40 miles away. Please do a review for those of us who have to live vicariously through. Okay, I will. How much does a 4DX movie cost? Well, the one that I'm going to is $25. So you can bet I use Cinemia for that. Okay, I am officially all caught up. It is 5:30. It's been almost 2 hours. Thank you so much for everyone who watched and commented and liked. And I didn't get any super chats this time, but hey, I appreciate you 100%. Now, I got to do my, outro for the people who might have been watching this after the fact. So anyway, for those of you, so for everyone else, what do you think about any of this? I would love to know. So comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly and to pay for the various subscription services so I can keep you updated on the changes and whether or not they're beneficial or not. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.